So now for option number B and requirement number 2, instead of doing the balloon requirement, which we want to make sure not everybody has balloons at home, but if you do, we will have another segment at the very end on how to do the balloon powered sled or boat. But right now we're gonna have you do a glider. This is called a foam plate glider. It will show you how to use elevons and rudders, which are the flaps on the wings and the rudder on the back of the tail. In order to do this, you'll need a plate. I'm using a foam plate. This is an 8.5-inch foam plate. You will have the template in your paperwork. You just have to cut the template out and lay it down on your plate. You can use a paper plate. You could probably even use your meat trays, anything that has an elevation on the side. What you're going to do is take a pen, permanent marker, regular marker, it doesn't matter, the felt works better on the foam, and you're just going to draw your outline around your plane so that you can cut it out. You want to make sure that when you're doing this, that these thick, dark lines are where you're going to cut out more of a section when you get done. And so when you get done, you're going to have something that looks like this. Now, the other part of this is that when you're drawing your plane, these lines right here, which is your right and left elevons, you want to lift up your template and just mark it underneath so that you know basically where you need to cut out later on. And it will look like this when you get done, but this is your finished product, okay? Then after you get this drawn out, you're just going to cut along your lines like this. And then when you finish cutting it, you'll have something that looks like this with your tail.
Now for those thick lines, you're just cutting along the line.
Yes, right.
Okay.
So when we're cutting, so I'm just going to be cutting along a straight line so that my tail is separated. And then, so the thick lines that we did here, you want to make sure that when you're cutting it, you're creating a wider space because you're going to insert, so you'll be doing this so that you have, versus these thinner lines, all you're going to be doing is a slit like this, and like this, and like this, and like this, so that you can move the flaps up or move the flaps down. And then with your tail, what you're going to do, and we've done the same thing with the two lines over here, we're just making slits, 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 so that these could be moved right or left. Okay. Then our two wide sections are going to just be inserted one into the other. And so that we have the tail, we have our glider, and then what we're going to do is just take your piece of tape and secure it, the tail, to the back. So what you're going to do is slide it on and then take a piece of tape so that you're just taping it one side at a time to the back so it stands up straight. And you want to make sure that there's no air bubbles when you're attaching the tape on the bottom. You don't want any vents, okay? And then this will hold its shape. Then, to give it a little bit of weight, where'd my pen? What we're going to do is we're going to take a penny, and the penny is the right amount of weight, and we're going to just tape it And on here, on the template, it actually shows you where to put it. And we're going to tape a penny. And then we're going to fold this flap on top of the penny, and we're going to tape this over the penny so the penny doesn't fall out. Okay, now once you've got your glider completed, you're going to hold it, kind of just toss it off like this, but you have your elevons, which will either make your airplane go up or down, and you have your rudder, which will make it go left or right. So again, what you're going to do is experiment with your glider and fly it a few times and see how far you can let it go, how successful you were in making it go straight, go to the left, go to the right, go up, go down by moving your elevons and your rudders around. So now go out with your foam plate glider and have fun.